Auckland, and it is a Saturday morning, rather quiet here, and I found my way down to the Harbour. I think it's also called the Viaduct area. Anyway, you can see, I think you can see it. There's a couple of ships going out, or ferries going out is the right word. Ferries taking tourists and commuters around to the different islands and locations here on the North Island. This is the North Island. Anyway, what I thought I would do this morning, it's about 10 o'clock, I'm going to be checking out. Today is a big day for me, and I'm going to Queenstown. And when you talk to anybody about New Zealand, at least anybody that I've talked to here over the last month that I've been here, they say that Queenstown is definitely a place that you got to go check out. So with that, I'm going to catch a flight at 2:15. I'll land in Queenstown at about 4 o'clock, and I'm staying at the Gold Ridge Resort, which is about 4 kilometers, I think about 2 miles outside of the town of Queenstown. Very, very picturesque setting with the Alps, and it's on a lake. I'm very intrigued by Queenstown, and you know, as I think about different places around the world that I might want to relocate to get out of the rat race of America, you know, when I hear about a place like Queenstown, it really interests me and intrigues me, because I could, if I wanted to move there. But anyway, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to do this video in one shot. I'm going to be heading back to the hotel. Fortunately, they have good internet, and if I do this video in one shot, then I don't have to take the time to edit it and all that type of stuff, and I can just pop the memory card right in the computer and upload it as I get ready for my flight down to Queenstown. So with that in mind, I'm going to step around behind the camera, and I am going to just give you a nice shot of the harbor here, and then I'm going to actually take the camera off the tripod and just walk with the tripod in hand. So as I said, it's a beautiful, beautiful summer day here in downtown Auckland, and this is the ferry building, if you will. Those of you in San Francisco or other port cities, I think that's common. Every large city has a ferry building. If you wanted to stay in a really nice hotel, right over here is the I believe that is the Hilton Hotel. It is. It's the Hilton Hotel. So that's the Hilton, and then I'm going to come around over here, and I'm going to find my way down to a spot where I had dinner last night, dinner and nightlife. So I'm just going to bring you along for the walk. It's a beautiful day, absolutely gorgeous. And there is just up here on the right is a tourist and information center, and I'm going to go and check out the different attractions that I might want to see down in the South Island. And I've heard that, well, Queenstown, the big attraction down in that area, as I understand it, is called Milford Sound, M-I-L-F-O-R-D, Milford Sound. And Milford Sound is the Alps, if I'm not mistaken. And gentleman laughing or smiling at me as he's walking by. But Milford Sound, I think, is where they filmed the Hobbit. And it just, all the pictures that are just gorgeous. If you jump over to Google Images and just type in Milford Sound, you'll see how beautiful it is. Or if you just wait a few days, you'll be able to see how beautiful it is on my video. So here is the, I guess, the information center, Auckland. I don't know if this is probably all of New Zealand, but let's go on inside and see what they have here. So you can take day tours from $199. And what else do they have? Scenic flights, city of sails, volcano and beaches, island hopper, coast to coast. So this is the information all over here about the different areas. There is the South Island. So maybe on my way back after doing the video, I'll come back and take a look at at some of this information here. But just find my way through the rest of the information center. A lot of times when I'm traveling, what I will do is I will look at postcards. I'll go into a store that sells souvenirs, etc., and I will go in and just look at the postcards, because the postcards are going to really tell you what what are the most important or most popular things to see. Here you see some information on the Maori culture here in New Zealand. And then right around here you see there's a kiwi and there's a penguin right there. Nice ceramic. Is that ceramic or porcelain or something? But when I travel to a place such as this, I always like to treat myself to a nice souvenir. If you were in my home back in California, you would see all across all throughout the home, rather, I have little knickknacks of places that I've traveled, and it's kind of nice as I go through my days back home to kind of see a little memento or a little something that reminds me of a special place that I went or experience that I had. So if I come just right over here, there is the iconic Sky Tower right up there. That's where I stayed last night. I stayed in the Sky Tower Hotel, which actually isn't in the tower itself, but adjacent to the tower, and did a nice video from up there last night. Before I check out, I do have an entrance where I can go back to the Sky Tower today. There's actually 3 observation areas in the Sky Tower that you can take a view from, so I'm going to go, and I think it's that very top area right there that I didn't make it into yesterday that I'm going to go try and visit. But yesterday I was walking through that area right there. So let's get back to the tour of the harbor. And this is a monument that they have here to record the services of those members of its state whose names are engraved above, who voluntarily gave their all in the cause of liberty and freedom and the call of the mother country in the Great World War of 1914. So this is the Roll of Honor for World War I of those who served and died from New Zealand. It's really a nice, place, you know, the New Zealand. Although I wouldn't necessarily say, when I travel, you know, a lot of times people will say that the people of one place are really, really nice. And, you know, it's, as I've traveled throughout the world, I think that people are people, you know, regardless of where you go. They have different cultures, etc. But I think you get what you receive, and or you get what you give. Is that right? You receive what you give. But you know, if you give love and smiles and all that, then that's what you're going to get back. So I'm just going to take a walk. Here is this is where we had dinner last night, and you can see some beautiful sailboats. There's a beautiful sailboat right there sitting in the harbor. I'm just going to walk along. This area last night was pretty vibrant. Here's a boat if you want to take a whale and dolphin safari. One of the things I'm really looking forward to when I get down to the South Island, in addition to Milford Sound and just the beauty of Queenstown itself, is a trip down to the very southern part of the southern island, the southern tip, if you will, because I hear that there is a large penguin colony down in that area, and you can drive, take a nice drive. I'll probably rent a car and take a nice drive down to that penguin colony if I couldn't. If I can. There's a nice beautiful sailboat there. So we will we'll see about that. I've been advised that I probably shouldn't drive from Queenstown over to where is it? Over to the fjords, over to Milford Sound, because of the road. But usually people that would give me such advice haven't really had a lot of experience driving roads like that, and having driven the coastline of the Amalfi Coast, you know, I don't know what you know, what in the world could compare to that would be more challenging, you know, than driving the Amalfi Coast. So look at that beautiful yacht right there. You know, I mean, that is, you're sailing around on that boat, you're living the life, you know. So speaking of living the life, I was having a conversation this morning with a friend of regarding the whole topic of living the life, and you know, different people have different perceptions. Look at that beautiful boat right there. People have different perceptions of living the life, and you know, there's a saying that I love, and that saying is that, you know, with age comes experience, and with an experience comes knowledge, and with knowledge comes wisdom. And there is something that comes after wisdom, and it kind of surprises a lot of people. And if you are watching this video and you want to take a guess in my comments on this video what that might be, feel free. So again, it's with age comes experience, and with experience comes knowledge, and with knowledge comes wisdom, and with wisdom comes what? So kind of surprised me when I heard that first. And Todd, if you're watching this, no Googling that, okay? So just take your best guess. So I haven't been down to this area right here, but definitely beautiful. Look at these boats. I heard a statistic that I think 1 in 3 Kiwis is what they call them. 1 in 3 Kiwis own a boat of some sort or another. Look at that beautiful boat called Imagine. Just gorgeous. God, I could imagine how beautiful that looks full sail out there on the South Pacific. But getting back to living the life, you know, I haven't. I was telling my friend this morning that the most valuable thing that you have in life is your health. You know, above all else, it's your health. If you don't have your health, you've got nothing. You could have a beautiful sailboat just like that. You know, imagine having a beautiful sailboat just like that and not having your health. So that is something that I've become increasingly conscientious of as I've gotten older. Those that know me will be quick to tell you that I always haven't lived a healthy lifestyle, but I feel myself at this point in time in my life, being 50 years old, trying to make up lost time, so to speak. You know, trying to be a lot more conscientious of living a healthy lifestyle, and you know, that includes a diet and all that. Here's an interesting boat, if you will. Look at that, and a little hut or something right on the top. But no, it's just living a healthy lifestyle. I think that, you know, being able to wake up in the morning and feeling good, you know, and not having all the ailments that accompany, you know, an old or an unhealthy lifestyle, if you will. And it's pretty easy to see people, you know, as they get older. It's easy to see, you know, individuals that have not lived a healthy lifestyle. They've made bad choices through their 30s or 40s or 50s, and life has a way of sneaking up on you and biting you in the ass. And I'm just trying to be Just trying to be really, really conscientious of that. And if I'm babbling right now, just go ahead and stop me. But well, I guess you could just mute me. There's a nice view right there of the skyline of Auckland with the harbour. You can see. The other thing is, as I travel, it's like, you know what? What a beautiful, beautiful opportunity that I have in life to be able to travel as I do. And as I've been telling people, I'm becoming increasingly disenchanted with the United States of America. I love America. I think America is the greatest country in the history of civilization insofar as its overall contribution to the betterment of humanity. I don't think that there's ever been a country in the world that has given more back to the world to make it a better place than the United States of America. And I also, when I'm traveling, I find, you know, I enjoy engaging people from different parts of the world in conversation. And when I make such a statement that there's never been a greater country in the history of the world that, you know, insofar as its contribution to the overall betterment of humanity than the United States, people are always quick to point out, what about Greece, what about Rome, you know, that type of stuff. But, you know, certainly those were great cultures, although the Romans were more about conquering, you know, and I don't think the United States has been about conquering as much as, you know, trying to share its values of freedom. But anyway, I don't want to get too political with that. But here's a nice way to spend a Saturday morning. You got the nice little, well, you put the thing up. Look at that. But oh, I know the thought that I was going to finish with that topic was that when you travel the world and you're talking to people about America being such a great place, you can't put Americans in the same sentence or compare Americans as you would compare them to, say, Irish or Chinese or Russians or Brazilians or Mexicans, because Americans are Irish and Chinese and Mexican and Hungarian and Russian, and America is a conglomerate. It's a combination of all the cultures of the world, all the people of the world, and America is a testament to what the people of the world can do together in an environment, you know, fostered with freedom and the ability to achieve, you know, whatever you want to achieve. But anyway, going back to all that, I become a little disenchanted with the United States, you know, because it's just although it's a wonderful society, it can also be a violent society, you know, with all the stuff that's happening, and also it's the bullseye in the world when it comes to, you know, to terrorism. There's terrorism throughout the world, but I don't feel myself walking through the streets of Auckland wondering if somebody's gonna, you know, detonate a dirty bomb tomorrow, as opposed to you know, walking through the streets of any major city in the United States, you know. But so when I think about that type of stuff, I find myself thinking that it might not be a bad idea to just go ahead and relocate to a place like Queenstown, New Zealand, or maybe even another place that's gotten my attention lately. As I turn over here and share this interesting building with you, I'll zoom in and show you the side of that building. what all that is, but metal sculptures of some sort. But no, another city that's caught my attention lately is the city of Melbourne, and that's a place that I definitely want to go and visit. Is Melbourne. I've heard a lot about it, and the other thing that appeals to me about Australia is, from what I understand, year-round it's got a really nice climate, a really nice temperature. So it might get a little bit hot in the summer, or it might get really hot in the summer. But even in the winter time, it can be real nice. You can hang out at the beach. There's a group of cyclists hanging out, kind of dear to my heart, because when I'm in the States, you know, and I'm cycling, there's all these little cafes that will be destinations for cyclists to go and enjoy a cup of coffee, or sometimes even a beer when they're out on a bike ride. Okay, so I think I've walked, this video's right at about 20 minutes, and when I do videos, I try to keep my videos in about, I don't know, try to keep my videos under 30 minutes, just because I know that the attention span of some people, you know, doesn't even go beyond 5 minutes, let alone 30. So, but these videos, a lot of times I do these videos, I'm just doing these videos for myself, and you know, people enjoy watching them, you know, all the better. But I don't really care whether one person watches my videos or 1 million people watch my videos. It actually makes no difference to me. But, oh, by the way, you know, speaking of you folks that do watch my videos, you know those little ads that show up at the beginning of my video? Click on them, okay? Because I make a little money when people click on those ads. No, I'm just teasing. Do not click on those ads unless something genuinely interests you. But here's a little playground. Some kids enjoying their Saturday morning. But no, don't click on those ads, because that's not honest. You know, people pay for those. People pay for those clicks, and nobody knows that better than me, because I manage. It's called pay-per-click advertising. So I manage pay-per-click advertising for a lot of my clients, and I certainly wouldn't want people just clicking on my clients' ads, you know, for that type of a purpose. But anyway, so that concludes your tour of the waterfront and viaduct area of Auckland, New Zealand. So I need to find my way back over there to that tower, get into my room 431, in case I ever become famous and people want to say, you know, on such and such a date, Thomas Hall stayed in room 431. Shouldn't I be so lucky? All right. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the tour of the waterfront, and have a great day. Next up is Queenstown, New Zealand.